Hello and welcome back to what I hope is the final Knights of the Dead quest that or achievement that we're going to be doing. This one's almost done, and that's a whole separate thing. But this one right here, Garden Variety Ghouls, 4 quests. We should be able to knock these out fairly easy. From what I can tell, the Necromancer's Garden is the hardest one, which is the one we are going to start with. And it just so happens it starts with this one right here. Livalian? I don't know how to say that. But the gist of this, she's going to give us a stick. We're going to use the stick to shrink things, I guess, is really what it is. So we're going to give it a shot. It's got some weird time limit on it, so that's kind of the issue. Hail, adventurer. Please, I know you have much to do, but Fadark needs your assistance. Assistance? The forest and her people are under attack by nefarious magic. Someone, most likely a necromancer of great power, could be myself, has planted some sort of seed in the forest to the northwest of here. These seeds cannot be purged from the ground despite our best efforts of our druids. And now the Knights of the Dead, and now that the Knights of the Dead have arrived, the seeds are coming to life. Perhaps life was not the proper word. The seeds are sprouting into deadly skulls. They spring from the ground and gather their strength, but for a moment, then they seek out the good folk of the forest and attack them with dark magic. It is believed the skulls will cease to sprout once the Knights of the Dead have passed, but until then, we need to be crushing them. They must be crushed with a magical Silag, I don't even know how to say that word, that I can provide you, and it must be done moments after they sprout. Unfortunately, the power of the staff is short-lived, and you must hurry and crush as many as you can. I can offer a small reward if you delete them in a satisfactory time. Alright, I will help. Alright, she gives us a stick, and there we go. Let's get that on our bar. Alright, so we have 9 minutes to do this. So instead of going and doing what she wanted, we're gonna get... Oh, it has to be equipped. Alright, so this is wasting our time. So in the logs right here on Alakazam, it says if we use the stick on other creatures, they still count, and they don't require as many thwacks, if you will, with the stick. So see, we got 1 for 3. The skulls take 6, and you have 10 minutes to do it. And as you can see the math right here, it takes 6 seconds for each click, right? So it's like you can't do it. It's not a shared quest, so you can't really use like box characters to help, like how the graveyard one is. There we go. That's 2. So if we go around and just get all these newbie mobs, these bats and stuff, we will hopefully be able to do this. Alright. There's another one. Come on. You gotta be like right up on them. I think he needs one more. Rock ponds require a bit more than the other ones, I guess. Let's see about these tricksters. Alright, the tricksters only require 2. Come on. Skeletons require more than 2. That's unfortunate. So if we can try to target the tricksters. Come on. It's 1 more. Jeez, okay. No more died skeletons. Alright, Orc Pond. Let's go with the bat. Bats were easier. I think the bats were like 3. Oh my god. 2. And 3. Yeah, bats are 3. Pixies are 2, so we're gonna go grab this pixie. Even though she's a little bit further away. Alright, and so we'll do a bat. There we go. And alright, we completed the quest. We didn't have to go back to her. Alright, so for that quest, we got an illusion of a floating skull and 20 worm skull muffins. Nice. We'll put those in our food pile over here. And we'll put these illusion potions over here. And swap back to our real weapon. Alright, so that is Necromancer Garden done. So the next ones are in the Karanas. So that's going to take me a little bit to run there. But we're going to run to the Karanas and go from there. Alright, I'm here in South Karana. Right up here by the bridge from North Karana. I took the Guildhall port. So here we are. The quest mob here is Chickadoo. I guess that's how you say it. Let's go ahead and hail her. Hello, my pretty. Have you come to aid this poor old woman? If not, then go away. Aid? Ah, good. You see, I am far too old and feeble to manage the difficult task at hand on my own. I need a strong young adventurer like you to help me. Surely this will be a simple task for one of your skills, no? A simple task. Well, you see, there are some things that can only be done during Nights of the Dead. Some mystical items can only be gathered on these nights, or they're not potent. Some magic will only work on these nights. I have in need of some very special things that can only be gathered now, so that I can make something of use with them. But this must all be done before Nights of the Dead are over. I really can't explain what I seek until the time is proper, or that will break the magic. Will you do this for me? Do this. Alright, she gave me something. She gave me a cauldron. Dreadful witch cauldron. Very good, dearie. Now take this with you, and I will be able to aid you through it, or guide you through it. Alright, where is her quest? The witch's wishes. So we need to go quite a bit of places here. We need to go to Irden, Freerot, Rock Salt, Broken Horseshoe. Alright. So some of these are in, so Broken Horseshoe in the Centaur Village. So the Centaur Village is like right over here. So let's go get that one knocked out of the way first. And then we need to go to Erden to get a mirror. Then take the mirror to Oglock and find Candy Spider. Alright, Candy Spider. I don't even know where that's from. Alright, so we got a lot to do. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to run over there to that Centaur Village in the distance. And we will continue from that. Alright, we're here in the Centaur Village. And I guess we can just look for a ground spawn or something. I don't know what we're exactly looking for here. Alright, tasks. Oh, there we go. We just picked it up. First building we walked into. Alright, that works. So we got the Broken Horseshoe. So that part of the task is done. So let's look at the quest here. So if we go... I know I can get rock salt at the baker in POK. So let's head off to Erden and then go from there. All right, so we are here in Garden, and it wants us to find. Can we get candy spider from here? No. So we need to find. Wrong button. The lost mirror, and it says it's near the palace. I believe the palace is up here. Yeah, right there. So let's kind of just like explore around and see what we see. I think I'm kill on sight here because I'm a necromancer, but we shall see what happens. I am invisible though right now, so. Alright, so we're up here. Here. Up here maybe? Oh, task stage complete. There we go. Lost mirror. Alright, so we need to take the mirror now to Oglok. So that's a journey to the free rot. So let's go ahead and gate and meet there. Alright, we're here in Plane of Knowledge, and I wanted to make the candied spider real quick. It is spider legs plus frosting. So let's grab a frosting. So we need one of these. And spices. I was able to look up the recipe on eqtraders.com. Alright, there we go. And we can go one spider leg. I lost everything. Where is it? Spices and frosting. There we go. That gives us 8 candied spider. Alright, and we also need a rock salt from our friend here. This isn't like edible, is it? Okay, good. Don't have to worry about it. So let's move that rock salt right over here with everything else. And we can move the candied spider over here too. I have some food above it. And there we go. So we need to go down to Oglok now and turn the mirror into Mugu. So this is not the right side. And all right, we're getting pretty close on this one, actually. All right, we're here in what I think I've been pronouncing it wrong the entire time I've ever played Everquest. I've been saying Verant, but I think it's Verant. I was just thinking about that as I was loaning, and I was like, maybe this is how like an ogre would think it would be said, you know, spelled. Fear, like fear with the R there, and then the other one rot. I don't know. I'll probably say it wrong a million times. But we need to give the mirror here to Mugu. So we'll go ahead and hand that over. And she gave us something back in return. Pieces of a shattered mirror. Alright, so now we need to brew a potion. So I'm not going to be able to move anything. There we go. So this is 1 rock salt, 1 candied spider, 1 horseshoe, and 1 broken mirror piece. That gives us this dreadful witch's brew. Alright. Easy enough. So travel to an infamous graveyard and perform the ceremony. Shadow Rest. Where is Shadow Rest? So map, zone guide, Shadow Rest. Okay, it doesn't even show up. Shadow Haven, Shadow. Interesting. I'm gonna go back to Plane of Knowledge and try to figure out where the Shadow Rest zone is. Alright, after a bit of Googling, Devon Treacle here is the way to Shadow Rest. Greetings, Nomeregard. I assume you come to speak to me about Shadow Rest? Perhaps not. Shadow Rest is, for lack of a better description, the realm of the lost. In essence, when things leave the material plane, that is where they go. We only recently learned of its existence. Who knows what other secrets lie waiting in the great library, but I digress. We have managed to procure an arrangement with the with the keeper of Shadow Rest. While the price of the arrangement is not important, the reward may be. Reward? The keepers agreed to allow us recovered corpses lost from the material plane. This is the extent of the arrangement. If your body is left in this realm, the keeper may be able to recover it for you. Would you like to travel to Shadow Rest? Travel? Alright, we're in Shadow Rest. I just saw a giant ghost. Alright, what do we... Travel to an infamous graveyard and... Alright, we're here. Oh. Alright. Pour the potion on the grave. Alright. Harvest the dreadful mushroom. Alright. Deliver the dreadful brew to Sikdu. Deliver the dreadful mushroom before night's the end. Okay, so we just need to go back to South Karana now. Easy enough. I'm gonna head there now. Alright, we're back here at Sikdu. And she wants the potion and the dreadful mushroom. And we get some gummy bears and some more tonic, which are the 1200 HP variety, so that's nice. Goes with our other ones we have here. We now have 15 gummy bears and 10 of the drink, so that's pretty nice. All right, so where does that lead us? We need to now go to Rongol in the western plains of Karana and carry the torch or the Scarecrow Roundup. So I'm going to head off to the western plains of Karana, which is not that far away, and then we'll go from there. All right, we finally found Rongol. All right, let's see what he has to say. Great, I have 50 acres to seed, and now I have visitors stopping by to waste my time. Interesting. I guess you have to actually say something to him. Say, what's up with all the crazed... Jeez, I cannot type. Scarecrows. Oh, you noticed them? Well, there are a few more than I'd expect. And, well, I guess I never asked the witch to make them scary. Not exactly. And when she asked me if I wanted more than one, of course I said yes. I don't see how this is my fault. Witch? That crazy, wart-faced old hag. All I wanted to do was have a chance at a good farm. The millers have those scarecrows, you see. They scare off the vermin and most of the bandits as well. So their fields grow and they actually get to harvest most of their crops. If anything, crops make it past the vermin to harvest in our fields. They're taken by the bandits. So I thought we could just use some help, magical help. Well, I guess I got what I asked for. And then some. Asked for. I made this scarecrow, you know, out of straw and old clothes. I plopped on a pumpkin, which I had to buy from the millers, and set it out in the fields. Of course, it didn't help. The vermin don't notice the thing, except for they eat the parts of the pumpkin, and certainly doesn't scare any bandits. So I ask around. The millers have no idea where their scarecrows came from, so they can't help. But I hear about a witch living under a bridge, so I go looking for her under the bridge. I thought it was crazy too. How could anyone live under that bridge and not be noticed by the guards? But I went, and sure enough, a witch steps out of the waters with a fish in her mouth. I know she's a witch because she's so ugly, you see. I explain to her my problem. She cackles and tells me she'll do as I ask. All I have to do is bring her a jade bowl. Jade bowl? I can't afford a jade bowl. I mean, I can't without using up all our savings, which isn't much. Even though I had to promise a crow a discount on my crops I have for sale for the next harvest, I even named the stupid scarecrow after him. I bring her the bowl to the witch, and she comes along and has me say exactly what I want. I told her I wanted a scarecrow that could walk around in my field. She asked me if that is all, if I don't want more. I say, sure, more is good. She laughs and casts her spell, and then just walks away. That stupid scarecrow just keeps making more of itself, and they wander all over the place. I don't suppose you could help me corral these things. Help? Alright. So we got carry the torch. And seems unrelated. Unrelated to what we were just talking about. Alright, so we've been assigned the task, carry the torch. That would be so kind of you. They're all sort of around fire. That would be so kind of you. I found that they are the sort of afraid of fire, so the first thing we'll need to do is set up some torches around the corral. If you can funnel them into the corral, then they might stay there. Of course, I don't have any torches left. I used mine trying to keep those things out of the house. I am sure Dan and the innkeep will have some. 4 should be good enough. All right, so I already pre-purchased the torches from up here, the merchant and this inn, since we came that way when we came in. So we need to give the 4 torches. Hopefully I bought 4. 1, 2, and 4. There we go. So wonderful. We've hired some folks to hold the torches, and now all you need to like 4 dudes with torches just walked out. Now all you do is get some of those crazy scarecrows in the corral. I have a few pitchforks. Krana knows I don't need them for my crops. I bet you can prod them into the corral. If you could just get enough of them in, maybe we can be free of them. All right, pitchforks. I guess I need to target him. Pitchfork. There we go. What is this thing? Alright, it's a primary weapon, so we probably need to put it in our hand. But we can't equip it, so. Alright. Scarecrow roundup. Force the scarecrows into the corral with a pitchfork. Alright. So where exactly do we... Okay, we're going right here. So let's see how this works. Can't use this unless it's equipped. Maybe it's a two-hander. There we go. Okay, that's... Is that, yeah, that's not, Is there a time limit on this thing? Alright, so... Just click it. Alright, so there's a trick to this, I suppose. They go the way I'm facing. That one just disappeared. Oh god. This is painful. Okay, let's do this. Alright, we got one. So let's see if we're... Let's get rid of this. Alright, so I'm gonna round all these up because this is gonna take a long time, I suspect. And when we get them all done, we'll go from there. Oh god, that took 25 minutes of me poking them with the with the this pitchfork to get them all in there is quite a bit of a task. But looks like we got some scarecrow illusion potions and some lower level drink. There we go, and we've completed Knights of the Dead Garden Variety Ghouls. So if we look at the achievements for the Knights of the Dead, we are pretty much done. I need one more grave on this one, and that'll be the last one we do, and we will be completely done with Knights of the Dead. And task timers, I have 16 hours and 46 minutes left on digging their graves. So yeah, that's gonna take a while. But yeah, so that is this quest, or this achievement. Easier than I thought. Reading on the Alakazam made it that first one sound a lot harder than it was, but ended up not being that difficult. So yeah, depending on which order I edit these in, the next episode will either be the Graves one, or it will be a new one that I have not filmed yet. And I'm thinking that we're gonna have to go back to Fortress Mechanox and finish that up, because I am losing, what's this, like a 40 slot bag? I am losing like 2 bags almost of space on all the little turning crap that we need to do for that. And I think I can vendor most of this stuff. I'm just not 100% sure. So we're gonna go get that taken care of. And I also got all the hats. There's an achievement for that. What is it under? General Vanity. Yeah, Knights of the Dead hats. So I had gotten, you don't even have to wear them, you just have to have them in your inventory. So I got let's see, all of those. There's another one somewhere. There's a pumpkin head. I don't know where I put it. Maybe I lost it. There it is. So yeah, there's 5 hats. They drop randomly for mobs, and I just got them over time. But yeah, so that is that. Thank you for watching, and have a fantastic day.